studying the properties of GM counter. Then how we study the properties of GM counter. Then here are different materials. These are the materials which can detect. Here this is GM tube, GM counter tube, which detects the particles that radiated from the nuclear radiation, the particles that radiated from the radiation can be detected by this GM tube, GM counter tube, and this is said to be GM or counter. Here GM counter, so we read GM counter. This is said to be GM counter. Then which these parameters can be set by using these keys. Then we can reset that the time here time. Then time is set by, then we want to set, in order to set this, it is set, then the time can be reset by use is 1 second, 10 seconds, and 60 seconds, 100 seconds, and 300 seconds. If we want to 60 seconds, we set, give a right, it sets. Or if we want 10 seconds, we make this set and it is 10 seconds. And another we use another repeating, we can adjust these values. And also here, in order to adjust GM voltage, here GM voltage by making set, then 500 is GM starting voltage. Then if we take this first GM voltage, if we take this GM voltage first, then we start reading values. Then here, if we make this, it starts to count the particle radiated from the radiation. It's counting 361 for 500 voltage. We get 361. Then this is so we use. Then we want to also adjust that. The another next value GM. Then starting by adding 10. If we want to increase 10, then we want to start the value. Then for 510, how much it counts for 10 seconds. Okay, 358. This is for 510 volts. Then this is correct. Then we come to about GM here, about voltage, and then 510. Next, the third will be 520. Then we make this. This is 520. For 520, how much it starts? 520. 329. Then, and also this is the values. Another next values, that's for 29, 329. It says, okay, let's increase 330. No, 530. Then we make this. Okay, reset it. Then it counts for 530. For 530 we get 395. Then this is the value which we obtain from the studying of GM counter, GM properties of GM counter.